Good morning, my friends. How are all of you doing today? My name is Rabbit, and welcome to our next brand spanking new Let's Play project that I know you all have very eagerly been awaiting since I had announced it somewhat loosely during one of my vlogs. So, I don't think that they actually say anything in this little intro, so I should be okay to kind of banter with you for a little bit, but for sure, if I hear anyone saying anything, I will kind of scale it back and let them hold the mic for a bit. But anyway, you guys, I know you already can tell from the title of this video what I am playing, but here you go. Just as a reminder for those of you that blindly clicked, we are going to be venturing forward into Eternal Eyes for the PlayStation 1, which, oh my goodness, you guys, you have no idea how elated it makes me to share this journey and experience with you. I had mentioned a little bit briefly in my very light announcement vlog. I mean, that wasn't the point of the vlog at all. So I'm sure for those of you who are like, what are you talking about, Rabbit? We didn't see a vlog where you discussed what was coming next. And you are correct in that statement and in that thought process, because that wasn't the intention of the video I had uploaded. But I did still discuss a little bit of my relationship with this game, in that it is one I have, I wouldn't say a deeply rooted childhood with, but it is a game that I dabbled in quite a bit during my youth. There were other games that I think were more meaningful and I recall much more fondly, but this is still one that, at least the beginning portion of the game, I would say I got maybe, oh goodness, friends, I think I got about 10 hours into gameplay. But don't hold me to that. So I certainly have never completed this, but it's not a totally blind experience, and I'm not, unraveling the package for the very first time with you in tow. And oh no, game, I don't think so. Ooh, it's got something for us. The War of the Goddess, a battle fought between humans and a black-hearted deity. The resurrection of the black-hearted deity who had once devastated a large portion of the world frightened people. Like silent lambs, they were swallowed up by the darkness of fear, but there were some who were not afraid. Goodness, they are not wanting to give me the time to read. 6 heroes chosen by fate rose to restore light to the world. Among those heroes were some who were very unlike human beings. The Red-Eyed Tribe, or the Eternal Eyes, as they are often called. Ooh, I like that. They were born differently to human beings, having eyes with scarlet pupils. They had the power to search out special jewels around the world, by means of which they would give souls to lifeless dolls. These dolls, called magical puppets, grew according to the number of jewels they were given and were something. I don't know. Eventually, the power to control what were called magical puppet monsters was handed down to only a select few people. The magical puppet monsters fought as divine beings in the War of the Goddess. I promise I am not the one scrolling. However, as soon as the war ended, the Eternal Eyes disappeared from society and went somewhere unknown to anyone. Gradually, the existence of the Eternal Eyes faded from people's minds. A lost legacy, perhaps? The story which now begins concerns a boy with scarlet eyes. I can't wait. Okay, thanks, game. Love the little reminder. Wish you had given me some time to actually read everything, but okay. Let me hop over into this screen, since it is wanting to kind of trigger these demo reels and trigger some of this background info. And I apologize for those of you that weren't able to see everything. As I already mentioned, it was scrolling fast, not me. So just go ahead and pause the video and you can read everything it said, since I was unsuccessful in giving all that information to you with the time that the game itself allotted me. So anyway, I guess just to wrap up my little introduction, as you guys know, for those of you who have been along for several JRPG journeys with me, or just in general Let's Play projects that I've undertaken here on the channel, I really love starting a new series by letting you know what sort of foundation I have with it, because I think it sets the tone not only for you becoming accustomed to me as your commentator, but also us kind of getting acclimated to the game together and you knowing what to expect in terms of my familiarity with controls or with the narrative or anything else that might be thrown our way. So as I had already shared, I am definitely familiar with this game to an extent. Like, I recall a couple bits and pieces, but by no means does that make me an expert. I've never completed this game, not even once. I've seen bits and pieces, and I can remember bits and pieces that extend beyond like the introductory section, but I think most of those memories were formed from me watching my brother play this. But in terms of my own comfort level, I probably have gotten through like the first, I would say, about 10 hours of gameplay on my own as a child. I haven't replayed this in several years, so there are going to be a few things that I'm rusty at, and I apologize for any of you that are veterans to Eternal Eyes. But I have a feeling, due just to the general obscurity of this title and how rare it seems to be to find, and I don't know if it's expensive. I didn't have to repurchase my copy, thank goodness. I didn't let everything get tossed or traded during my youth, but that's its own little side story there. So I don't know how much this game will run you, but you know, if you want to just watch me play it and then determine on your own if it's worth adding to your collection or not, it would be my honor to take you along with me through this trip down memory lane. So I think that's it. Again, thank you so much for joining me, friends. I am super pumped about unveiling this for you, and kind of for myself as well. So let me just quickly scroll through and make sure there's not anything that I want to change. Usually I don't mess with controls too much, but occasionally there is a game where I do reset some of the buttons. I don't think there's anything I really want to do. I think we are good to go, friends. So what do you say we dive in? I mean, we don't have a game to load, but just so that we can see the menu together, because I usually will save on my own, and I don't know, I'm giving you the full tour, right? So please do not remove or insert memory cards or controllers when saving or loading. Thanks for the reminder, game. I do appreciate it. Well, we didn't have anything to load, so that is where that is. So I guess as my final opening statement before we hit that new game and get our journey rolling, I like to just remind you guys and offer up that for those of you who are interested in actually sponsoring the game in some way, shape, or form, I do have a Patreon account where you are welcome to pledge as little as $1 a month. And do know that even though it seems like such a small amount of money to be giving to a channel or to an individual, it does make a difference over time, and it does lend itself to allowing me to purchase new games in the future that you guys might want, rather than relying on the library I currently have with me. So that is an option, and I also do have just a general tip jar that is tied to my PayPal account. There are links for both of these things in the description of every single video on the channel, as well as on the About Me tab of the channel page itself here on YouTube. So those are two options, and I don't know if a lot of people use this, but there are, I think it's just coffee is how you're supposed to say it. For some reason I say Ko-fi because it's with the K, but that is another way that you can tip directly to me. And that link, much like the PayPal tip jar link and like the Patreon links, you can find that in the description box and or on the About Me tab of the channel page. So those are three avenues you could take, but please know that I am so grateful just to have you guys here watching and supporting by commenting, liking, sharing, or, you know, just even thinking about me means a lot to me. So that's it for the plug. That's totally optional, but I just like to remind you guys that that is there in case you do want to sponsor this Let's Play project, whether it's here at the start or if you do watch from beginning to end and you feel like it was a good ride for you and you learned something or just were able to enjoy yourself and maybe escape from something going on. You do have that additional option of giving back to the channel's growth and to helping me sustain it. So anyway, that's it, friends. That's all I want to say. What do you say we hit that new game and see what Eternal Eyes has to offer? So, oh, I can't believe it. We're actually playing this together. It's been a minute. Oh, what are we seeing here? Is the seal weakening? Vorlis, what have you done? Why? Why are you looking at me? That's not what I'd expect from the hero of the War of Goddess. The resurrection of Luna, is that what you want? What do you intend to do then? Why can't someone like you discard the desire for power? Desire for power, eh? That is something Balzar the hero will never understand. If what you do is going to bring darkness and destruction to the world, I desire no knowledge of it. Kill you. Wait, what? Just kill you? No! Oh God. Life is rough around here. Holy shit. So stay away from this neighborhood, y'all. So this is the Soul Reaper. Nice scent of blood. Lord Vorlis, now we can resurrect the goddess. No, there's still something. This ring is... It must be the ring of domination forged by the red-eyed tribe. Was this to the deity's oracle? Everything is happening according to the goddess's words. The goddess came to me in my dream whispering, let's renew history. You alone, Vorlis, are our master. Well, let us leave that for now. Let us see what the power of this ring does for a start. And let the vermin of Gross understand that it is already too late to take action. Of Gross? Is that the name of a town? Because I sure would be petitioning to change that name. Balzar died, did he? Just as I thought, Vorlis has been bewitched by the goddess of destruction. If we leave things like this, it will be like the war of the goddess all over again. We have to do something before it is too late. It might already be too late, but I guess we'll see. In the name of the king, kill Vorlis before he resurrects the goddess. So I guess we're getting some backstory here to what's going on. Okay. But this man himself doesn't have red eyes, so he's not tied to the legend, it seems. Come, have you? I'll show you fools the power of our goddess, Luna. Side note, I love the name Luna. Would absolutely name my daughter Luna, if given the opportunity and Andrew was okay with it. What's that light? Arg! Rest in peace! They should have known better. Ha! Now nothing can stop me. Or can something stop him? Question mark, question mark. Well, we shall see. Chapter 1, Setting Out. Ah, you guys, this is so fantastic. I have to know, please share in the description, or not the description, in the comments below. I'm the one that shares things in the description. How many of you have actually even heard of this game, let alone played it before? Would love to see what the response is to that. Just as I thought, it definitely must be this cave. Come on, let's go. What? But this is the place we always used to come when we were kids. I should never have relied on your information. Are you saying that my information is wrong? What a dweeb. He's so adorable. Judging from past experience, unfortunately, there is a less than 17% chance that the mushroom grows here. Great, another skeptic. Calm down. Even if it is less than 17%, it's still worth a try, especially as it's an important ingredient in a fast-acting health potion. It's a chance the greatest chemist in Gross shouldn't miss. Why would you name a town Gross? Can someone answer that for me? I do have a great interest in it myself, in fact, since I've never actually seen the real thing. Let's go, squad. Could this be it? Just randomly stashed in a treasure chest here? A treasure chest! What's in it? What's in it? I don't know what it is, so open it up. Make sure it's safe first. Okay, nerd. Elena, stop. No. Oh, God. Phew. Elena, you fool. Think before you do things. You could have killed us. But I wanted to open it. So what's in it? Marbles. Lots of them, too. Brah. These are not marbles, please. Hang on, there's one which is different from the rest. You're right, this one's shining really brightly. But I wonder, it brings back old memories. Old memories, you say? Perhaps suppressed, distant memories? Memories from a former life? Hey, Mouse, do you recognize that stone? What is he, a drug dealer? Why does he go by Mouse? No, not to my knowledge, but the more I look at it, the more mysterious it seems. Luke, how about a word of apology? What are you talking about? What do you mean, what I am talking about? I think he meant to say, what am I talking about? So you don't feel at all sorry for doubting my information? Ah, shut up. Real friendship right there. Huh? I heard something in the shop. Come on, let's go. Gotta say, one of the things that I love, and it is just overwhelming me with some nostalgia here, it's the actual screen, like the game itself, I guess, like the 2D sprites on the background, and then they I think did a really nice job of juxtaposing that with the nicer anime drawings. Do you guys know what I'm saying? How it kind of flips back and forth between, oh, here are the 2D models and the 2D sprites and the 2D graphics, and then wha-bam, here's a nice little anime cutscene for you. Even though it's not, I guess, really a cutscene because it's just a still image, but I think that's very cute and it adds a little bit of extra flavor to the game, wouldn't you say? Anyway, let's hand it back over to Luke, who is saying, "You all right, Elena?" What on earth happened? Actually, I think it may have been my fault. I was fiddling around with the stone and suddenly there was an explosion. And we discovered this passage. I would not be the first one to go in. Are we going to see what's down there? Wait, don't they own this shop? They don't know what's behind the building? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. There's a map here. Oh, or are we still... No, we're in the shop. It seems to be a treasure map from the time of the ancient rulers of this continent. You're sure? It's hard to tell, but I'm quite sure it's written in an archaic language. This is like you buying a house and never looking in the attic, and then randomly there's an explosion and you decide to go upstairs and you find like diamonds or something. This is really game. And I don't understand the grammar, but you can see it's very old just by looking at the paper. Ancient treasure. Look here, there's a mark around where Goondocks is. A real treasure hunt. Right then. Tomorrow the adventure starts. Leave the preparations to us. Sure. She seems a bit apprehensive, but who would have known that there was a chamber here in the house? Okay, I see. The game is self-aware. They knew we as the viewers or the players had to be asking that question. Like, really, you guys? What is it for? I don't know either, Elena. I'm going to rely on you to tell me what this fucking room is for. But all right, Gross Kingdom it is. I still cast my vote for changing that name. But anyway, friends, I think that was a lovely way of getting us started with the journey and with the adventure itself. So for now, let us go ahead and just part ways. Luke, it's you. Take me with you on your next adventure, please. I don't even know you, bro. Get out of my face. So anyway, you guys, I think we will go ahead and call this the conclusion for episode number 1. And when we resume in episode number 2, I'm guessing we're just going to have a little bit of free reign for the first time now in about 18 minutes where we can explore Gross Kingdom, talk to some people. I don't know if this is the day where we'll be setting off on our adventure or if these are the events that are immediately transpiring after us finding the treasure map in our house. Still a really weird scenario, but whatever, we're gonna roll with it because, I mean, we needed something to get the adventure started, right? So, as parting words, friends, I want to thank you so very much for watching this first episode of my semi-blind run through Eternal Eyes. I am so greatly thrilled and excited to be undertaking a brand new series for you, and I hope you are equally thrilled about watching me play through this, whether this is your first rodeo with this game or whether you are a vet who just loves this to bits and pieces. I didn't say this in the opening, but I guess I should offer it up that I would describe this game as being somewhat like Rhapsody Musical Adventure, where it is a type of strategy RPG. You'll see when we get into our first fight, but I think it has some nice like monster training elements to it. So it's almost like Rhapsody with a little bit of Jade Cocoon 2 or Jade Cocoon Story of the Tamamayu thrown in. I guess honestly just likening it to Rhapsody is fair since there was a little bit of like monster collecting tied with the actual puppet utilization in gameplay. So if that is hard for you to wrap your head around and you've never played Rhapsody Musical Adventure before, I've actually played it. It's on the channel if you want to peep that Let's Play. But otherwise, you can just watch me play through this and you will quickly understand what it is I'm talking about. And actually, before I go ahead and leave, let's take a quick look at stats here. We'll go through. Oh, so it just can catapult you to random places. Okay, that's interesting. And we have a second opportunity to go ahead and change some things here in the option menu. We'll explore this a little bit more and explore the town a little bit more in episode number 2, but I thought I would go ahead and just insert those final thoughts regarding what you can expect with regard to the gameplay itself, since I didn't discuss that in my intro. But that's it for real, you guys. Thank you very much for watching again. My name is Rabbit, and this is my semi-blind Let's Play of Eternal Eyes. So take care, be good, and I'll see you guys in just a second in episode number 2. Can't wait, and I hope you can't wait either.